On Veterans Day, students and staff honor those who have served our nation. At Hamilton High School, it is a special holiday.
Veterans are important to our country because they're the reason why we have the freedoms and the liberties that we do have today. And we talk about family connections, right? My dad is a Vietnam veteran, and both of my grandfathers are World War II veterans, so it's very important for me to be able to celebrate those victories that we've had.
Veterans are people who are very important to our society. People who serve, there are plenty of jobs and stuff involving the military, like my dad. He served in the Navy, he served in the Seabees, and they're all about construction and stuff. And during the time he served, he learned how to operate machinery. And for the past several years, I think about 20 to 25, he's been doing heavy highway construction and building roads. And I feel like that's very important in our society. It's important to celebrate that.
Veterans Day matters to me because I have family serving in the Air Force. They are currently stationed in England. So I just so appreciative for all their sacrifice and what they do for our country. To those in uniform that are serving today and every day out there, we at Hamilton and all over the school district, we thank you for your service and contribution to our country.
My grandfather, both of my grandfathers were in the military. Father of my children is in the military still. He serves in the Navy, so I'm very much a former Navy spouse, and it takes a lot of time and devotion as a family to hold things together while people are out there fighting or doing whatever they do in the military. Combat, non-combat, doesn't matter. Everybody has a role.
My great uncle and my grandfather. My great uncle served in the Vietnam War, and so did my grandfather.
My dad was in the Army, and he served during Operation Desert Storm in the 90s. They have fought for the freedoms that we have today.
Yeah, my uncle served in the military. It's important because they fight for our country and allow us to have the rights that we have.
It's really important to set honor aside for veterans on Veterans Day because they fight for our freedom, and without them, we probably wouldn't have all the rights that we do today. My grandpa, he's in the Navy. I lived with him for a long time. He really taught me a lot, and I really do appreciate all veterans. It's really respectful. It's chill.
My dad was in the Air Force. He served in Italy and Germany. They do a lot for our country, and I feel like they're just a really important part of why America is how it is today.
Veteran Day matters to me because my mom is one of 13, and she comes from the greatest generation, and she had 9 brothers, and out of those brothers, 8 of them went to war. My uncle Petey landed in Normandy. My uncle Norman was in World War II. My Uncle Brooke was in the Korean War. My Uncle Guy, my Uncle Wayne, and my Uncle Tony were in the Korean War also. My Uncle Rock was in the Korean War, and my Uncle Tony was in the Vietnam War. He was there for 13 months. And they're the greatest generation. Talk about my brother-in-law, Ed, who's a great human being, because he was a painter by trade, but he was in Vietnam for 2 services, two services, and he has received numerous medals and awards. He has a Purple Heart, Bronze Star, the Medal for National Defense, Vietnam Cross of Gallantry. He was a sniper, and a Legion of Merit. He is an amazing human being. He suffers today from PTSD. I love him, and we should honor veterans like him.
For the Devil's Advocate, this is Samantha Grove.